Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is a 1 hour game jam. We've been doing this every week on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern here on Hyper Game Dev for like 2 years or something, which is a long time. But we're gonna keep doing it for at least another couple months. What? Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a second. But first, let's figure out what we're jamming about today. This is a non-ranked jam. We don't want to be high on the pressure or anything. Please jump scare. We don't want to be high on the pressure or anything because you only have an hour. I barely get anything cogent together, so I don't expect you to either. Yeah, I'm going to use Godot as my engine, of course. You're welcome to use any engine you want as long as your entry is able to be played in the browser. Let me pull up that page for you. The link is in the description box if you would like to join in or play all the games. There we go. We got 3 minutes to come up with a topic, y'all. 3 minutes. All right, let's see what you guys have suggested. There are a couple rules with the topics. I want to make sure we haven't done it before, and I would like to do some high quality topics. I'm interested in kind of slowing down how many of these jams we do. Maybe not doing any more 1 hour game jams soon. Yeah, but I want to do at least another couple months of this jam, and because of that, I would like to get some good high quality topics. So I'm going to be a little more particular about it. Members, of course, get 4 slots guaranteed to them on this wheel. There was a suggestion in the Discord that I saw by Scubus. Story was that one, which I like that. That's a fun one. And then if you're a member in the chat and you're suggesting something that we haven't done before, I will put it on here guaranteed. Stoner, we actually have done one button before. Corkboard, that's a new one. Corkboard. How about inspiring? That's quite a bit different than what you said, but that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe inspiration. I'm thinking mood board, like a cork board. It inspires you to do things. That's how I'm gonna interpret that one. Time, Raphael. We have done so many on time, so I am gonna skip that one. Production. Production. I like that. That has like some different implications. It could be like a performance. It could be like a factory type game. All right, I'm gonna go with that. You're a member, so you get a guaranteed slot on there. What else? From Henry, Candyland. I feel like we have done like a candy one before. Candyland is very specific, so you know what? I say we go for it. Let's do Candyland. I like that one. Let's see what we got. We got something from Off Model. My Off Model? What does that mean? I just don't like it. You're a member, but I gotta reject it because I don't know how to make a game about that. So I'm looking for something better. Memory. Oh, that's a good one. All right, Memory. I like that. Thank you, Ponix Pon. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna stop them in a couple months. I'll tell you guys more about it in a minute. Let's see. We've got Stick. You know, I kind of like it. I'm gonna make it sticky. I know that's different than what you suggested, and what you suggested could encompass this, but I just think that's more fun. So we're gonna do sticky. We got memory, encapsulation. All right. Encapsulation. Yeah, we have filled up all of the member roles. Yeah, we got Jamrat because we got a new slot. And since Jamrat and Kirby were so close to each other in victory, we might as well add it. All right, so we got one more. Anti-botanical sepicalum. I don't think so. I know stick could be understood as both, but I don't know. It's just something about it I just don't like. All right, so octagons. I missed that one. Octagons. Octagon. Let's say octagonal. How about that? Let's say octagonal. I did not skip your stoner. I rejected it because we've already done a one button before. Unless you said something else, that's why we didn't do it. We're trying to get some good high quality ones that we've never done before. All right, let's spin this wheel. Here we go. What are we jamming about today? Boom! Story! Today, you guys, we are doing story. That is it. So find a way to represent stories in here. There you go. All right, I'm going to update the topic here on itch so that way it is known. And yeah, get to it, guys. You got your topic. Now remember, make sure you keep it safe for work. And let's see, our topic is story. Make sure it's safe for work. You can reuse any assets that you've used before. Just make sure you made the music yourself during the jam or previously, and you promise it's copyright free. All right, so the theme is story. Let's update this. We're only a minute late. That's not bad. Story. Yay. All right. So yeah, so this is actually going to be one of the last 1 hour jams ever. And the reason why I want to not do it anymore is because the game like jam is so awesome. Yeah, Renpai is going to be perfect, Henry. This is a perfect one for Renpai. Yeah, I just, the Game Like Jam is a new jam we're doing every Wednesday. The new one is going to be up next week. So we just did this. Let me show you that. Frogger-like was the theme. So what is Game Like Jam? Game Like Jam means you make a game so similar to the theme game that it would be considered a theme game-like, right? So Frogger was this one, and it's a month-long jam. It's a lot longer than this one. Obviously, this one's an hour. And I'm so proud of all the awesome entries that came in. We've got winning entries. Y'all ranked on it instead, y'all ranked on it, and it just is so amazing to see the games that y'all made, which is so cool. Y'all made amazing games. And I'm proud of the game that I made as well. So the next one is going to be something different. I can't tell you what it is yet. I will give you a hint. It's going to be from the 2000s Flash era will be the next Game Like Jam one. So I'm going to put that up next week. I just get more out of this, and I feel like this 1 hour jam, I'm getting diminishing returns. Like, I mean, we'll see. Maybe today I'll make the best one I've ever made. But generally speaking, when I do these 1 hour jams, guys, I walk out of it feeling less good about myself. But this is just me. This is just me. Because it's so hard to make something really, really good in that super short amount of time. So that's just me. That's just how I feel. And yeah. No, this is not the last week. Okay, let's be clear. No, I am going to continue this jam through March. So there's actually 7 more left, including this one. We're in the last 8 1 hour jams. We are not stopping this week. I am not going to just goodbye. That's why I want to be more particular about the topic, because these are going to be the last 8 we ever do. So I really want to make sure that we're getting the best quality that we can. Just make better games. Yeah, I'll just make better games. It's just, I don't find any benefit in trying to be as good as possible in 1 hour. I used to. To me, it's really helpful the first couple times. Like, for me, the first, 10 or 20 times that I did this jam, I am so proud of what I was able to come up with and what it taught me about scope and stuff like that. But at this point, there's just more skills that I want to get than I can actually achieve in 1 hour. But we're still going to have fun. We're going to do this now. I just wanted to let you guys know, and I'll make sure I keep you guys posted about when we're approaching the last one. I'm going to make some changes to the wheel soon so we can get some better topics and stuff. It's going to be fun. We're going to still have fun. So let's come up, for me, with what I'm going to jam out in this next, well, less than an hour. And then after this, we're still going to play all your awesome entries. So let's do that. So story. Let's see here. A book. That is one sloppy book. Okay, let's draw a nice book. Why? I don't know. It doesn't have to be a book. So something, it could just have a story, right? It doesn't need to be, I guess it's not, I guess a book would be in like that there. It doesn't have to be a, It could just be about reading a story. You know, I kind of would like to challenge myself to do something a little different. Again, knowing this is the last 8, you know what I mean? So maybe, it's my book, maybe you have to go through different stages and there's actual text and dialogue that pops up. Maybe the story tells you something about the game. Obviously you guys are going to already know the story by watching this, but that's okay. It's about the challenge, right? So, this is a powerful world. I don't know, it's some dialogue you come across. If you know where to look. So maybe it forces you to talk to people, and then a story is like a beginning, middle, and end, right? So this is a powerful world with evil forces. It's a powerful world where, you know, evil forces threaten that power. So what am I gonna have? An enemy or something that you have to fight? Maybe. So, okay, so you're gonna go through these, like, dialogues. They're gonna reveal what power is, some ability. So let's say there's, like, a thing that you find. It's gonna be an orb, because that's easy. So you're gonna need to find the orb through stories, and then find the orb, and then based on that, you're going to, based on that, you're gonna be able to fight something, like some enemy of some kind. Maybe you have like an attack that maybe you need like a sword. That's what they always do in like the old heroes' journeys and stuff. So maybe it's a sword, not an orb. It's a sword. Let's do it. I could probably make a sword, right? It's like just simple, isn't it? Maybe. Okay. Whatever, blah blah blah. There's your sword. So you go and you get a sword, and then you can attack. That's the sword. All right, that's what that is. Just trust me. It looks like a dagger or like a sharp crucifix. Or vampire hunting, I guess. So then there's going to be an enemy that you can't fight, and if you go to try to fight it, it's just going to kill you. So I say we have like an enemy, some mean looking mug, and you can go up to it if you want, and it'll just kill you, and you'll have to start over. But if you go and you talk to the citizens of Orbia, because they're going to be spheres, they're going to be spheres, and you are the legendary cube. That's what makes you different. Only a cube can hold the sword. We don't really understand why, but it's just the way that it is. And then you have to get a sword. All right, that's it. So you're going to be walking around, talking to people, you collect a sword, and then you kill an enemy. That's it. So the enemy is just going to be there waiting to die, basically. All right, there we go. We're done. And then the people are going to be free, and they're going to be happy, and that's going to be the story. All right, let's make it. Let's make it! Okay. Yeah, I hear you. You know, it's good for me to like have this time. I guess, like I said, for me, it's a bit demoralizing to come in here and like fail to make a game every week. I don't particularly enjoy that anymore. I like playing your guys' games and hanging out with you, but like this, it's fun to like have the challenge, but then I just end up with something that I can't use at the end. So I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna put myself through it anyway for 8 more times, counting this one. But ultimately, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't. That's just me. All right, but you guys should continue it. Join TryJam, do your own 1-hour jam or something like that. But we're still going to do it for the next 8 times, so let's focus on the good things. The sword is shapesist. It is. All right, so I've already got this template that I've made where we have a character that walks around in an area. There's a score, which we don't really need, and a timer. We could keep the timer. That could be kind of fun, just to like give you some, I don't know, some kind of score motivation. How quickly can you speedrun it? Sure, why not? I'm not going to keep the score. That seems unnecessary. I think the time could just be a little smaller. Speaking of time, how much time do I have left here? Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Wait until I get back. Okay, that's not there. Cool. No, I'll just scroll on down. Ooh, I gotta make a pre-submission. I forgot to tell you guys, because we were busy talking about everything else. Don't forget to make a pre-submission, all right? That means come here, submit a project. Even if you don't have a game ready, hit upload game. Just do it. See what happens. And I'm gonna say this is Feb 7th. 2025 jam, 1-hour jam attempt. All right, come on down here. Save it. Done. I have pre-submitted. I have finally just pre-submitted. No problem. And then you can come back to this page anytime, hit draft, and now you can upload your game. Why I do this? Because when that timer runs out, you're not going to be able to update your game anymore, or rather, you will be able to update it, but you won't be able to upload it. So make sure you've got that in here, and then you can update it after it ends with the game that you made. All right. So, going back to the jam page, which I now have to wiggle my way back into. Here we go. 49 minutes. All right. You know, and that's the other thing. Like, I always get so much less time than you guys, which makes me just enjoy it less. It's harder for me. I feel like you guys get a little more freedom. You can update your game after the jam ends. I don't really get to do that. So I don't know. It's just not, I don't feel like I'm getting as much out of it. And you know what has really helped me realize that? That's the Game Like Jam. I am so proud of what I made for the Game Like Jam. I learned so much doing the Game Like Jam, and I would rather focus my dev energy on that. Welcome, Candace. Good to see you. All right, I put 43 minutes on the clock, and that's how long I have to jam out my game. It's like always been a 40-minute jam for me. Okay, so let's make this a bit smaller. I'm still gonna do it, and I'm gonna get the most out of it, and I'm gonna love what I have left. I'm gonna enjoy it as we are getting down to the wire for these jams. The theme today is story. Let me pin that up in the chat so you guys know. It's simply story. That's it. All right, so we got the time on there. I'm gonna hide the restart button. I don't think we need that. The time is just there to add like a little extra speedrun motivation, but it's not really necessary. You don't actually have to do it, but I want to. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Let's add a bit of margin on here so it just looks better. It seems like the outline is a bit beefy for that font size, so I'm going to pull that down as well. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. All right, there we go. Timer is there. It's a little ominous. Like, what is that for? I don't know. It's there because it's there. All right. Now, as for making the game, we need the camera to follow the player. So I'm just going to drag and drop it into the player. And let's see what that does. Because we want to go get a story told to us as we play, as we go through and walk around. Now, one thing that I have not implemented in this template is an ability to actually like turn around and look to the left or the right. I probably could try to implement that, but I just have a feeling I'm going to regret it. But like, what if I don't? What if I'm glad I did it? So I do have, I need to create some more inputs if I wanted that to work. Let's see. Oh, it's gonna be on my other monitor and too high up for me to actually move it around. Oh, that's always good. Okay. Or maybe if I extend it, there we go. Okay. It was wild. So I'm going to set some new inputs here. We're gonna say up arrow, down arrow. It would just be so nice. This is something I've been meaning to add in for a while to this template. Left arrow, right arrow. Nice. And then I'm going to remove the arrows from my normal movement. And I'm going to try to make the arrow keys, possibly in vain, be for moving the camera. So this is going to be up and down, left and right. Okay, good. Now, if I want to actually have that move it, I don't know. I don't know how to use this vector thing, really. Transform basis, input direction X, 0, 0, and Y normalized. Yeah, it's just so different. I'm just not exactly sure how to do this. I know one of you guys have managed to do it before. I think Dark Rosen, but I've never really looked at that code. Let's see. I'm just gonna say, let's try. But then, if you really want that to be on is the camera, right? It's kind of a camera script above all else. So we're just gonna do move camera. Whoa. Oh, it's got the, I see. No, don't do any of that. Extends camera 3D. Let's do like an input function, func input. I'm gonna spend all my time doing this. Func input, and then have I done an input anywhere before in this project? I have not. I don't remember how this code looks, so I'm gonna open up another project where I've done this before, and we're gonna sort it out. We're gonna find it. I like using stuff from previous projects. It helps, but often not enough. I should start making things. Let's make the sword. That would be good. So the sword, really, it's just gonna be on the character anyway. So I say we just add it on here, and then it just appears once you have it. I think that makes the most sense. And it is gonna need to be an area. Everything is appearing on the other monitor. And then we're going to add an area 3D. We're going to call this sword. And let's add a mesh instance in there. I'm going to make it... I guess we'll start with the point. We can do a prism. Not going to be too fancy with this. Just fancy enough. Okay. Let's make it smaller that way. And then we want that to be a little shorter. Now, if I want this to actually, like, attack, like an animation, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And we ain't gonna get that fancy. So it's just gonna be sticking straight out, and it's just gonna, like, appear and be an attack. It's gonna be pretty ridiculous. But that's the way it has to be. All right, so put this out there. Hopefully that's actually visible. I'm not sure how visible that's going to be from the camera, now that I think about it. I'm going to move the camera here to the instance, so that way I can better preview it. Yeah, that's... That's pretty hard to see. Let's move the camera a bit. I'm going to put it up. All right. Well, I guess it can just be off to the side, huh? That's also good. Scoot it over. Something I want to do, I do want to make like a YouTube video, like a post-mortem of the 1 hour jam, you know, just to like honor the awesome things that we've achieved in these 1 hour jams. I think that would be nice. And to like do a retrospective. I'd love to even get interviews with some of you guys, you know, because this has been like an awesome, awesome thing that I have loved doing. But like, man, as soon as the Game Like Jam was over and I stepped back and I looked at what I created, it all became clear. I was like, dude, this has been not the best use of my development energy. There's 8 more left, including this one. 8 more. Yeah, it is ending, and like I said, I know. There's like, how am I even gonna deliver this information, you know, without it just like being horrible? Because you know, in so many ways, again, I have loved doing this. It's just like, this isn't making me a better game developer anymore. It used to be. But personally, I'm not finding that to be the case anymore. And at the end of the day, guys, you know, I want to come here and I want to do content that I like doing. I want to do stuff that's helping me be a better game dev, because otherwise, what am I here for? You know, like, I don't want to just be pretending, you know, to do something just for views or anything like that. Like I want to be helping myself become better game dev. This is not going well. I don't like the way this looks at all. That's okay. That's okay. See, I just don't have time, and I don't like it. I don't like not having time. It bums me out, man. All right, so put this over here, and then let's put this. But you know, again, I have enjoyed doing it until now. It's all become clear. Like, oh my gosh, the things I'm able to do with more time. It was just what I needed early on, but it's become not so good for me. With that said, I'm going to make sure these last ones count. I would love to make a video retrospective of the 1 hour jam. Oh, I guess I should make this a little longer. So in a lot of ways, it's not over yet. But it will be over someday. There's the giant sword. With the questionably attached point. Bam, sword, deal with it. All right, and then these, oh, yeah, I guess you didn't really want to do that, did you? Because then you can't make them different colors. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, and then let's make this shorter. And then, so for me, again, I want to focus on the game-like jam. That's the one that I want to put all my energy into, all my love into, and make the best that it can be. Because I think the results speak for themselves. Okay, put this up. And then these two, we make like a blue sword color, right? No problem, easy peasy. That's what swords are blue, right? They're not gray. I guess they are. Whatever. It's a blue sword. And then the hilt, I'm gonna make brown. Okay. Brown hilt right there. Bam. Beautiful. Let's go. But I hope it doesn't kill any motivation to participate, because these are the last 8 ones. And for me, I want to make these count. I want to make them the best that they can be. So this is not going to move with the character, and that's just going to have to be okay. A year-long one with the goal of Steam or good old game deliverables? Why? That's a fun idea. I kind of like that idea. Maybe someday. Maybe after I get tired of the game like jam. Then I'll do it. Once I'm like, this isn't helping me, I need a longer one. But at that point, that's an interesting idea. I don't know if that's an idea I would want to do. At least right now, I can't imagine it. But who knows? You never know. It's a cool idea. I like that idea. All right. So I want... and part of the reason why I like the game like jam and why it's something that I believe in is the concept of known scope. Whereas, what you're talking about is not that. It's and I guess, for me, these game jams are a reflection of my game development journey. When I was just starting out, a 1-hour jam was perfect because it almost like quizzed me on the things that I didn't have down yet, like making a function in Godot, connecting signals, quickly putting together a character and all that kind of stuff, and it was really helpful in that sense. And now I just want to imitate other simple games. I want to have known scope. I want to not worry about, because when I do work on my own big project, which is similar to what you're describing. Like I do that anyway, but it doesn't feel great not having a scope control, because otherwise I can just come up with my own ideas forever. And I love that the Game Like Jam says, no, don't worry about your own ideas. Just try to replicate this other game. And you can be creative with it, but that's why that I like that one a lot. And what you're talking about just feels like I'm not going to learn as much still, because then the only thing keeping the game in scope is the pressure of a time limit, which isn't as valuable to me as there being an extra vector, which in the Game Like Jam case is replicate this game. All right, so there's that. We don't want the sword to be visible or active for that matter at first, so I'm gonna need to be able to affect that. Signals give you headaches? I love signals. They're so useful. Let's set up a signal right now. I'm going to attach a script here. Probably going to give up on the rotation thing, which just sucks, I'm just going to look at this. I'm going to be like, wow, that could use rotation. Too bad I didn't get it in there. But it's okay. I'm so proud of myself for trying and doing the jam. I love that, aspect of, getting in there and getting my hands dirty and doing stuff. That's still valuable. But at the end of the day, man, the Game Like Jam is just so much better for my confidence as a developer. All right, so let's make a signal on here where it receives my messenger. I like to set up a signal messenger that holds all of the signals and sends them out. We're going to say messenger has sword, connect on has sword, and then let's say function on has sword. Then we're going to say that visible becomes true. And I'm going to also onReady this collision. So that way we can say collision disable. Oh, collision. Oh, wait. What the? Oh, why did you do that? Why would you type it? Oh, I see why. Oh, wow. That is confusing. I see what happened there. Well, let's not do that. That was a mistake of the way I've been setting up this, All right, cool. This project. That is a mistake. All right. Whoopsie. All right, we're going to say sword collision then. And we're going to call this sword collision. You know, and it's like, oh my god, like I don't even have time to like fix my template, and it's just like, oh. Sword disabled equals false. That is to say, I don't want this collision to not be working. I'm going to set it to be disabled true for now, and we're going to make it not visible. Now, we need to actually create this signal, so let's make one. We want to ignore this so Godot doesn't yell at me. And then we're going to say has sword. Now we obviously have to have that like happen at some point. So we'll see when that point is. All right, I'm going to go back. I could do this input thing, but man, I just have a feeling it's a bad idea. This would be useful, but it is custom signals that the setup of get me raging sometimes. The setup gets you raging sometimes. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. You'll get used to it if you like using them and you end up using them. Let's say boop boop boop. I'm gonna go to my other project, and I want to find where I set up input because I don't always remember how those things work. And I like to borrow code from other things. If you also like this stream, please leave a thumbs up for me. That is to say, if you are here and you haven't hit that thumbs up button, go ahead and hit it yet, because these are the last handful of 1 hour game jams. You might as well help them succeed. We got 21 people watching and 17 likes. A few of you are holding out on me. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you haven't yet. It means more people will know about these jams when they happen. Thank you for doing it. Let's get those likes up. Appreciate it, guys. You guys are already on top of it. I appreciate it. Thank you, N Jack. All right, so I'm gonna copy all of that code. I'm gonna come. I'm still hanging on to this possibility. Unfortunately, we're going to say in the physics, not the physics process. This is its own special thing. Input. We don't want to say forward, back, and left. We want to say up arrow, down arrow. Welcome, Gap Games. And we're going to say left arrow, right arrow. Okay, now I want to make it do something. This is the wrong place, if I remember correctly, which I do now. I actually want this to be on the camera, don't I? Okay, there we go. So we want to say that if those happen, really all I want to change is, well, but you need, see, that's the thing, is I don't know how to make it revolve around the player. No, you don't want to put this in the camera. You're not really moving the camera. Whoops. I see that now, and we're going to fix it. So we're going to say that the player's rotation, hopefully it actually lets me adjust this. We're going to say rotation, and it has to be like a certain amount. Rotation Y plus, and it's going to be messy. This is going to be a mess, isn't it? 1 times delta? Oh, there is no delta here, is there? Oy, oy, oy. So actually, this was a mistake. We're actually not going to put this in input. We're going to put this in here. I just realized why that's a bad idea. We're going to put this in here. We want to say if... so we gotta actually update all of this. Action pressed... Oh gosh. Input is action pressed. Okay, so like that. Why is that already an issue? Expect a colon after if condition. Ah, I see what the problem is. It changed it around on me. There we go. We got there. Took a second, but we got there. All right, then update all of these to be correct. I'm sure this isn't going to work because you don't need up and down, my friend. Left, do take this. Left, we would send it so much more than I needed to. Left would be negative. I don't think this is going to work because you're doing +1, but you need to do like degrees to radians. Oh, this is going to be tough. I would almost say you would want this to be global rotation Y. Maybe even, what if plus equals global rotation Y minus degrees to radians? This is a bad idea. It seems like it's not gonna work. And then we put this here and we make that plus. Is that something remotely desirable or is it terrible? Just tell me the truth. Whoa. It's really interesting actually. We also need to multiply it by delta, which I'm not doing here. What does that change? Is that worse? Is it better? It's terrible. And then we're gonna make this 0.01. What is that like? It's certainly something that's happening. Which is something that's happening. It's so fast, though. I guess it's exponential, probably. So that's just gonna be not good. This is gonna be really bad, but I could say just pressed, which is probably just gonna move it like ever so slightly, and you have to like tap it to keep moving, to keep rotating. So, if I had more time, I would sit here and find the right way to do this, But because I don't have more time, I just have to like do this wacky thing, and it just bums me out. Yeah, whatever. That's gonna have to be good enough. All right, plus, minus, cool. And then what do I got to work in my free time to make like a great template? And it's just like, but I don't want to. I want to make games, I don't want to make templates for the rest of my life. So, all right. Enough of that. Anyway, this is something else. Do the thing that make it better. Yeah, but I never make it better. I don't come back to these because they're mostly not good. I don't like them. I don't feel proud of them at the end of it. They're not something I want to continue 99% of the time. And yeah, do the thing, make it better. But here's the problem, Candace, is it's so bad. It's like it encourages bad coding habits, and so I might as well just completely redo the entire thing because it's sloppy, it's not clean, I don't know. It's at the end of the day, if I'm do anything, I'm like, that was kind of an interesting idea. I'm just gonna remake it into a whole new thing. But again, every week it just gets to a point where I have so much slop that I never like go back to it. I'm just keeping it real. That's how I feel. Welcome, Luke. Good to see you. All right. So, what the heck is going on here? What is even happening? What is this unsaved scene? It's trash? Throw it away then. Character basic. Okay, so we've got some crappy rotation, whatever. Let's get this sword being detected. So we need to put something in the world here. We're going to put a sword getter. That's going to be in area 3D. It is I guess it could just be the sword. It's not going to look that good. I'll guarantee you that. Here, just give us a new sword. Paste it in. It's gonna look really bad because it was designed to look passable from one angle only. And it could be worse. It could be better. It could be worse. But like most things here, it all turns out quite bad. All right, for my jam entries, I mean. Okay, so there's that. This is going to have a different script attached to it. So we're going to detach that script. These meshes is ridiculous that those have a script attached to it. I don't care. We're going to attach another script. We're going to say sword getter And then this is going to be looking for the player. So we're going to say func process. We don't need to do a process. Let's do area entered. Area entered, connect on area entered. That's nice. Yeah, go ahead, counter. That's, maybe it's better to counter where I have more time to respond. And that's the other thing, like, I just, like, can't even talk to you guys. I just have to be like, yeah, I gotta focus. It's so disconnected from the community, even though it is, like, a community event. At the end of the day, it's almost, like, hostile, I don't know. It's so much nicer to do like a long-term thing where we can like have discussions, and it's like not an interesting environment mentally for me to do this. Playing your guys' games, that's different. But this, I don't know, man. It's like I really would love to talk more about that, but I gotta say, no, look, my timer's about to go out. Otherwise, I'm gonna feel like crap because I didn't make something good. Which you could say is a me problem. Maybe just be okay with it. And I have spent a lot of these jams being like, no, it's okay. You did your best. That's fine. And that's true. But I can only nurse myself every single week for not making something I'm proud of for so long. You know what I'm saying? When you start being longer, I don't know about that, Candace. That is unplanned. I'm not sure what the fate of the community stream is. I do want to still do it. I'm not sure where it's going to fit. It's definitely not going to be longer, but I'm still not sure when it's going to happen, or how often it's going to happen. But it's still going to happen sometimes. But it's going to be different. It is going to change things in that regard for sure. All right, so in the area entered, func on area entered, we need to check the area. If area is in group, I think we actually need to be checking a body. No, the player has an area on it. If area is in group, player area, then we want to do messenger has sword emit, so that way it has a sword, and we want it to become not visible, which is good. We could do other things to make it more performant, but I'm not going to because it's a 1 hour jam, and so we just do this, and that's fine. I guess I could queue free it. That would probably be good. All right, let's see if that much works. Did I do it? We're about to find out. There's the sword. Nope. All right, cool. So does that just not exist? Is that not real? Did I make up that that's a thing? I think I did. The player doesn't even have, oh my God. I didn't even put the, all right. Okay. All right, cool. We don't actually have a player area. I made that up. So this template is missing some things, which just has to be okay. Add to group player, got it. And then, it's obviously very fun in a lot of ways to do this. I will tell you that I do think that it's fun. I just wish it wasn't the same disappointing result every week. All right, body. And we're just going to say it's called player. All right, let's try that now. And I need this time back because I want to make YouTube videos. I want to make videos. There's other things that I want to do. We got the sword working. And I know that and I want to work on my other game, my big game project. I want to do all that stuff. And for me, it's just, here's another thing, by the way. This jam, this stream, this day of streaming doesn't make any money, which isn't the first reason why I don't want to do this anymore. But it really adds to it quite a bit, because there's just not really much reason to keep doing it. It just doesn't really exist. And so it's not supporting my overall life journey as well as I'd like it to. Anyway, I'm not trying to be negative. I just want to give you guys answers to as much as possible because I'm still going to do this and I'm going to have fun as much as I can. All right, so we've got that. We still need the whole, story thing. So let's add some characters in there. I suppose, well, I was going to do orbs and cubes, but I forgot I actually have a person. So I suppose I could add more persons in here. That would be something. Let's see. maybe I could just, it's a little tough. Can we just open this scene up and maybe we will, oh, the human, there we go. That's what I want. Where's that? Give me that. We're gonna drop that in here. So that way there's another person that you can talk to. Not really the clothing that I want on them, but oh well. All right. We're going to give it a different head. Naturally. You found it because of the Hyper 1 Hour Jam? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and that has been, honestly, the community aspect. I don't disagree with that view. It's just, you know, that's not enough. It's just not enough, you know, because there's other ways that people can join Hyper Game Dev. Watching shorts, watching videos that I haven't had time to make because of things like this jam. That Game Like Jam is bringing in folks, right? So that's the other thing, is there's already something else that can bring people in besides the 1 hour jam. So while I'm not saying there hasn't been value, all I'm saying is literally it doesn't make money. But yes, I agree with the other points. And God, I wish I had more time to talk. I do. Maybe come through the community creation stream. We can chat more there. All right, so let's see. We've got that. I hate this. I hate this like hostility. It's not really hostility, but just having to be like, stop. You know, I don't like it. All right, so this is a character. It's going to have to look like that, and that just be okay. So when you walk up to them, we want them to know that you're seeing them. So we want to say a detection in here, detect area, and then I don't know why I needed to call it that, but I did call it that. Let's add a collision shape in there, and we're going to make it a box shape. Let's drag that up. We probably want it to be a little bigger all around, so that way you know that you are nearby. But yeah, I hope you guys will see it less as a loss. It's gonna feel that way, but there's so much to gain for the channel by these streams, the Hyper Game Jam ending, 1 hour jam. I'm quite sure the end result is going to be a net gain. Okay, so we're going to add a script on here, and we want to say body entered connect on. We're not going to have time to do a lot here, as is typical for me. On body entered. And I'm not trying to prove that point by not doing a good job. I hope you can see I am doing my best. On body entered body, but it just always is kind of the same result. Like once in a while it's different. And you could say, well, you know, and I've been saying it too, that this jam is about learning how to scope down. But the reality is I don't want to scope that far down. For the things that I want to do, I want to have more time, personally. Like, for some of you guys have a little bit more time than me, for one. And two, most of y'all do 2D games, which is smart, by the way. But I don't like making 2D games. I don't want to make 2D games. And, you know, for the kind of games I want to make and the time that I have, it's just, it's not really helping me learn how to scope down. Really, it's just teaching me that I want more room so I don't have to scope that far down. All right. Function on body entered, we are gonna say if body is in group player, then we would want to show some kind of dialog box of a such. So let's put up a 3D label. That's what we're gonna do, because it's the easiest right now. And then we're gonna say that the text is nobody can touch the sword. Nobody can pick up the sword of salvation. I actually am just going to put the word dialogue in here for now, and then we'll replace it. But let's make it a little long so we can see dialogue, text, type words, yay, Okay, it looks like we're not getting an enemy in here, you guys. I think you're just gonna pick up the sword and that's the end of it. It would be nice if it wrapped, That would be great. It's probably gonna make me pick a minimum size. No, a minimum. Okay, good, great. Could it please be to the left here? Are you sure you're not gonna ask for that? All right, I guess that's on 2D that it wants a minimum width. Okay. So that could just go above their heads here. Not much to say, just a bit. Just a bit. Let's make sure that's like pretty much visible and stuff. Oh, right. Code. I forgot about that. So let's say that it's going to always look for like a label 3D. And we want to say, now this is going to be tough because if it's the player, we don't want this to actually work. So that's real. Well, just don't do that then. Just do it like this. Label 3D visible equals true. Okay, let's see if that works. Let us see if that works. Okay, all right. Thank you, Godot. Thank you so much. Whoa. Oh, because it's visible on the player. Oh, great. And it's receiving all the same animation signals. Cool. Cool. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Why? Oh, okay. Wow. So we're going to add an export variable. Is player. And that's going to be false by default. And we are going to say if is player, then you connect the movement signal. Otherwise, do not. This is just something I had set up on this template. I didn't really realize that this would be necessary, but now I see. So we're going to come over here. We want to make sure we mark it as is being the player. And then hopefully that won't be happening on all of them. Now that's on the human on a base level, but that's supposed to be not visible. So why is it appearing? Is it because it's seeing the player? So we also need to do more than that, don't we? We need to go to that area in here, and we need to add another is player. Could read it from somewhere else, but I don't have time. Wait, that is on the detect area? No, this is just the wrong script. You know, I would love to set this up cleaner. Now it's just this kind of messy thing that, you know, is just unthinkable to come back to, really. All right, so we want to say if is player, if is not player, then connect that. And then for the one that is the player, we're going to make editable children. And then we're going to say, continue the jam for others and rating their games while you focus on your bigger projects or development. Your commentary and feedback are really awesome. That's interesting. You know, I am curious, and I hope you can make to the community creation stream. If not now, then in future ones, because that, you know, that's yeah. That I think that there is some possibility there. All right, there we go. The dialogue doesn't go away; it just stays there. I think there's something to talk about there. Probably not, though, but yeah. Else, make it not visible? I don't think that's... What you'd want to add in is exited if you wanted it to go away. Probably not, just because, you know, setting it up, that in and of itself is some effort. And I don't know, it just feels... It feels like I want to keep my... I kind of want to keep my itch profile a little neater or something. And so, I don't know, just like adding all of those in there and then like not doing them. Something about that kind of bothers me. But, you know, there's a cool idea there. And I love getting to give you guys feedback. But that's part of what the community creation stream is for. So you can still always come through to the community creation stream and get like advice and thoughts and things like that. So... yeah, I would say just that the community creations are there for stream is there to get feedback from me, which I love getting to give to you guys. All right, so on the character, we want to say that it has this head. All right, so the text is appearing. It's pretty hard to see. Obviously, I don't have time to do like anything, and that's gonna have to be okay. That's gonna have to be okay. Let's make this a little bit easier to read here. And then something like that. You need enemy spawner? Uh-oh. That's just how that's gonna look. That's just how that's gonna. I was setting it up so we could do like multiple characters, but you know, I don't know that I have time for that. Maybe it might not be too bad. All right, make editable children here. Then I'm gonna put that dialogue that I wrote, quote unquote dialogue. Paste it back in. Okay, let's try that. See where we're at. Nobody can pick up the sword of salvation. I did it. It's really easy. What are you guys waiting for? Just touch it. Oh, God. All right, we're going to put this further back. And let's add some more humans in there. I'm going to copy this one and paste it. Dun, 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 dun. I'm still going to get the most I can out of the jams that are left. I promise you that. All right, new person. Where are they at? Oh, they're at the same place. That makes sense. Wait, why is the label... Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Okay. I'm just gonna have a bunch of people all along the way. I think we should say... on this first one... The bad ones have come to invade us. And then let's duplicate this again. And we're gonna say, it would be nice if we could mandate that you talk to everybody, but, you know, I just don't have time to do anything, so it's the way it's gonna be. The bad ones have come. If only we had a way to fight back. Okay. Then for the person over here... All right. Now I kind of want to say, let's put the sword back just a little further. Zoop. And then I'm going to try to do something here. We actually have a little more time than that timer makes it seem. So let's update things so that's more clear. 6 minutes. So I'm going to add 5 minutes to the timer then, or change it to a 5-minute timer. I like tricking myself a little bit so I have a little more time, it turns out, at the end, which is always very exciting. Let's actually use the label that's above the player's head, but I'm not going to quite do it like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make, I would like to copy it, but it's probably going to have some weird leftover things that give me problems. We want this to actually be facing the player so the player can see what's above their head. Hopefully this is just totally detached from the other one. We're going to find out. I can now save these citizens from the bad ones. All right, that's it. That's it. And then this is gonna be a win. We're gonna hide that, and we'll just say, let's just put a, well, I'm gonna go to the, yeah, I guess we'll do the character, and, well, yeah, okay. So we're gonna say messenger has sword, connect on has sword. Right? That's a real one, right? Yep. When it has the sword, we're gonna say func on has sword. Please make the win thing visible. Okay. Let's make sure that works. Talk to you. Oh, the text is small again. Cool. Talk to them. Come over here. Oh, no message. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, wait, why? Let me see. Let me make that visible all the time. That's okay, Sable. 3 minutes, let's go! All right, so that is following. So there's some other reason why it isn't pulling up there. You just glitched? No! The worst. Okay, I got a few issues to deal with here, unfortunately. And I have no time to fix them. Yay! Let's make this smaller. Yeah, pretty much everybody's got a membership at this point. Very many of them got gifted. And we got 2 new emotes out of it, too. So yeah, enjoy. You get access to a whole new live stream on Monday that you don't get otherwise. I can now save these history in the bad ones. So why doesn't that become visible? I told you to become visible. Messenger has sword. That's correct. On has sword, win visible. Like, what more do you need me to say? Oh, we gotta say true. Do it, spy on in. It's just, yeah, oh. Yeah, that's so kind of you. You guys are awesome, because you guys made it possible. All those gift memberships you guys gave. So I'm not at all pleased to see that the size of all of the labels are so tiny. That is incredibly disappointing. So I need to deal with that. The whole point is story. Would be nice if we could enjoy that point. So I'm going to copy the properties from that label. We're going to come to the other human. Before I paste it, I need to make sure I grab the text. And then we're going to paste the properties and get the text corrected. Now we come to this label, grab the text, paste the properties, paste the text. One last thing, I would like to stop the timer. So the timer, we'll just say if you have the sword, then the timer stops. So over here in UI, we're going to do the same thing. Messenger has sword. 24 people watching and 7 likes. Not true. Refresh it. Actually, 25 people are watching and there's 20 likes. So technically 5 of y'all are holding out your thumbs ups. Get those thumbs ups up. Raphael knows it helps. It helps more people find out about the jams and the streams that we do if you hit that thumbs up button. Like the stream. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I see 5 of you. There's 26 now. 5 of you are still holding out on me. All right, I gotta hurry up. We're almost out of time. I probably got like 1 minute left tops. Has sword connect on has a Candace gifted memberships. That might be the most money we've ever made on one of these 1 hour streams. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, if we don't have enough members, that technically means we could almost unlock a new slot. 10 memberships? Wow. Are we gonna get another emote slot? What? Oh my gosh. On his sword, we want to say that the timer stops. So that's going to run on stop timer button pressed is what we'd want to do. Let's see if that much works. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to run out of emote ideas at this point. Oh no, dude, honestly, I don't have enough. I wish I need more emotes. I have so many emotes planned. Ugh. Invalid assignment of null. Right. So we need to add another at export variable is player bool false, and then we need to say if not is player. Wait, I'm confused. Invalid type of wait. Why would that be on anything else? I'm confused. I'm very confused. Why would is it because we're Q freeing the sword? Don't do that. Don't Q free the sword. Just don't. But wait, I'm confused. Oh god. Oh jeez. Sword getter. I don't know. Just don't delete it. Like I said before, I do what I can when I can because I want to encourage all creators. I'm so lucky. Like the channel is so lucky that you do. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean? I don't understand. I don't understand. What? I just like, and I have no time to like figure this out, you know? It's like I'm so irritated about this right now. What? On a base object of type null instance, sword collision. So this is on the sword. Oh my god. Oh my friggin' god. The sword is in the scene over here, and it's saying that it can't find the collision. Why not? Why can't you find the collision? We're not deleting it. I don't understand. I don't understand. What is your problem? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? I mean, whatever. Whatever. I don't even remember why we did this. On has sword. Why do we do that again? I don't even remember, man. I don't even remember why we bother with that. I don't have time. I don't have time to like go back and be like, let's figure this out. I just have to look like an idiot. I hate it. I hate it. I hate the way that makes me feel. You know, like I want to come here. I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to feel inspired. I want to feel proud. I don't want to be like super disappointed in myself all the time. It's just like not fun. All right, so that's gonna have to be the best that we can do there. I'm gonna export it. It is. I mean, again, there are moments of fun. Oh, great. We haven't even added this. And there's moments of fun that happen, and that's real. But man, when I did that first game like jam, holy crap. I was like, dude, I did it. I finally made a game in Godot. And I'm not like ashamed of it. Like that was such an amazing moment. And I want to feel that instead of what this is, which is, well, it just wasn't good enough. Oh, I don't like that. All right, index.html. Again, I've gotten a lot of value out of these jams. After the first 10 or 20, I'm not sure that value is continuing to be there. All right, let's get this submitted. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now I get to do my favorite part, which is play your guys' games. Like, that I love, right? When talking about the 1 hour, you would caution down talk it. If someone has outgrew it, that's all right. It's good, but you also want to be careful not to discourage others from 1 hour game jams. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you guys should keep doing what you want to do. Do what you want. But like at the end of the day, like I'm gonna express how I feel about it. I like doing that. I like being honest, you know. I don't really want to like hold back all that much. But yes, totally. And I'm gonna make sure I add that asterisk, you know, that you guys should do it if you want to do it. All right. So we want to say this is get the sword or get the sword. Read the story. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to say get the sword. Yeah, do it, Mindswept. Do it. I beg you. All right, I don't beg you. Seriously, take your time. Live your life. All right. But if you do, that would make me happy, you know, to know that like that tradition carries on. But I can't keep doing it. Let's see. But I will do 7 more. So I put this somewhere. I have to go find it. I'm so excited to do my favorite part of this jam, which is playing your guys' games. That's what I want to do above all else, is play your guys' games. So We're going to do that momentarily. Let's find this. We're going to add it into a zip file. Wasted too much time looking at a quick document for the engine. Oh no. You know, and like, you can read it some other time, I hope. It sounds like it was interesting. You'll have to explain what your game is about? What do you mean? Alright, so are we good? Did I upload this? Play it in the browser? Have I done it? I'm gonna make mine unlisted and search and browse. Let's give it a look-see, see if it works. Zip is not a valid zip file. Please try deleting it and upload another one. Oops. Well, I gotta figure out what the problem is here. Okay. Alright. Cool. Yeah, alright, I'll delete it. Yeah, sure. I'll just try it. I'll try it again. I'll try it again. Okay. Maybe it wasn't fully complete yet. Maybe I uploaded it before it was done. All right, we still got 7 more left though. 7 more of this jam left. Don't worry. And that's some time for you guys to figure out if you want to do your own 1-hour jam. All right, let's see if that worked. Nice. All right. Is it a game? After 40 minutes of working on this, have I made something? Does it work? Does it load? What's keeping me on the edge of my seat? There. Hey, we got a game. Nice. It's got a little timer. Oh, it's got some performance issues. Probably loading those messages up there. Bam. Done. Let's go. All right, y'all. I'm going to play this a little bit more in the next live stream, and I'm going to check out what you guys made. So let's go over and do that. If you are here, don't go anywhere. It's going to pop right on up as soon as this is over. That stream is going to pop up, so you can stay right here. If you're watching it after the live stream, tap or click in the top right here to keep the party going. I'm going to let you go and check out the games. You just got to click right there if you're watching it after. Hit the thumbs up. I'll see you there. Let's go. Let's go play your guys' game.